Like any other painting day, I thought this painting is going to be super amazing and cute to look at, but it was an absolute disaster. Welcome to a failure painting day, but the fun fact is we will be able to rectify it at the end. So stay tuned and let's enjoy the entire process, maybe a great product at the end. Let's see how it turns out to be. So in step 1, we are first going to be painting the background. I just took these two colors and I'm randomly just blending and mixing them. You can use this kind of watercolor technique, just spray some water on top of it and create a very beautiful abstract and random background. This is going to be different for all of us. And as you can see, I'm having some great time in making the background. This process is so therapeutic. It is also very surprising because the background always comes out different, and I loved how this one looked like. Alright, by now I was thinking that the painting will have a great start, but of course, as you know, this painting didn't go to my expectation and it kept getting worse. Just have a look at it here. This is just the behind the scene process that I made. These are some very not so good looking flowers and I absolutely dislike them, and I thought of erasing them because the background was still moist, meaning the flowers were still moist. So I was able to just wipe that all off by using some wet brush and a tissue paper, but still there were some traces on the background, as you can see. So now it's a challenge to make this painting look a little presentable, and we are just going to be giving it a second chance. So let's get started. So this painting is just an example for you in case whenever you're painting and your painting does not come out that great, you just have to leave it there. You just have to relax, calm yourself down. Even though you have been painting from so many years, failures are for everyone and they are for good. They teach you something. They will always remind you that there's so much of scope to learn, there's so much scope to practice and paint. So it is very difficult for me to even imagine that I was painting this kind of realism a day before, and today this small tiny artwork was very difficult for me to manage and handle. So this painting was all about a failure journey of how this painting was so bad. I really didn't like it and I was about to give up, but you know why I didn't? Because the canvas was a little expensive. Change the entire concept altogether and come with a fresh mind. And the best way to enhance your artwork is to take images, the progress images while you paint. So this really allows you to give you that chance to learn where you're going wrong, and you can make all those corrections by looking at that image, and understand that what needs to be done and what all you can do to enhance your artwork. So here, first I made the center seat part, and then I'm going ahead by using this kind of filbert brush, and I'm using thick white colors to create these small sized petals. As you can notice, I have also added some pink shade to my white color. This is very intentionally done because you want to leave some space for that highlights and all of those beautiful things and those, that kind of 3D look you want to create at the end. So we are keeping the scope for the last round. That's going to be the highlight time. So we will wait, to add that highlight when the base color dries completely. So in step 1, I'm roughly drawing the petals only. This painting at this stage will look very bad. It will not look that great. So it will take some time for me to enhance the entire look and to make several changes, and then maybe at the end we will be able to see a better looking artwork. So yeah, I am now just working on the highlight part. That is, I'm going to be adding some white color directly on top, and you will notice that at the end when we'll be using all of those white colors at the end, the petals will start appearing much more 3D. So you have to wait at this stage, let the base color dry. First adding some white color in the background, so that I can add those beautiful colors on top of it. This will allow the canvas to get rid of that muddy effect of that, very weird color combination that you see in the background. For that natural kind of seed effect, I'm going to be using this kind of stencil brush and tapping the color on the center. In case you don't have it, you can always use a flat brush. This is absolutely optional. And we are going to be creating leaves around this entire floral composition. This will also help to add that kind of freshness around the flower. At the same time, it will also add the shadows and depth around it, and you will notice that these beautiful white flowers on the center will start popping out. So that's the goal of adding this green color around it. At this stage, I'll highly recommend please try to use a sap green color. This color is much more darker in color as compared to the basic green that you have, but this looks much more natural and realistic. I think by now I have that confidence that this painting can be taken care of, and if you work a lot on the background, many things in this artwork can come out nice. So now I'm going to be giving the last try of taking care of the background. Just do the blending and mixing. You do not need all those expensive mop brushes and all of those things. You can always create beautiful blends and those kind of color mixing done by using a flat brush as well. Over here I realized that something was missing, so I'm just going to be adding tiny little flowers there. You can add any flower of your choice. I thought that lavenders would look really pretty because the background had that beautiful purple shade to it, so this will just complement the entire composition. That's the reason I picked up some mauve and white color, and by using the same filbert brush, I'm trying to just mark these strokes and create petal-like effect, and you can just make them a little smaller in size when you move upwards for more natural look, and just go ahead and enjoy the entire process. This painting is all about having fun and just playing around with colors, and I'm sure if you're going to be adding all these things in the background, the flower, and you're going to be working a little on the background and adding those final detailings, the painting is going to come out great. And in case you want to learn this painting in real time, I have already shared a video on my Patreon. You can always go there and learn other paintings as well. There are about 50 plus classes along with 6 days of acrylic painting course for beginners. You can always go ahead and check that out as well. And I'm also going to be adding some effect in the background again. In case you're also not very happy with your background, what you can do is you can first make it a little lighter in shade like I'm doing here. This will also help you to add kind of light effect. At the same time, when you add any other pigment on top of this white color, it will be visible really well. So I'm just going to be lightening down the effect first on the background, adding this kind of splatter of color on few areas, and this is how it turned out to be. And I'll see you very soon in the next one. Till then, take care and thanks for watching.